Well, hey, y'all, welcome back to Life with Nana. I'm Nana, and I'm so glad you're here today. Today, we're going to be spending a lazy day in the kitchen. We are going to be making some chicken salad and some ham spread. Um, I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I have fibromyalgia, and sometimes if I eat too much sugar, which I do, uh, my pain level goes up. So I thought I would take a couple of weeks and try to eat less sugar, less bread products, and do kind of an anti-inflammatory type diet. And I'm not saying that everything here is anti-inflammatory, but um, I had I had some chicken in Italian seasoning or dressing, and I wanted to have some things just in the refrigerator for me to snack around on. I tend to be more of a snacker than to sit down and eat, 3 meals a day or something like that. So, what I thought I would do is the chicken was okay. It was okay. But I knew that it was not going to be something that I was going to eat a ton of. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this chicken and I went ahead and I just chopped it up. Now, you can shred this. You can chop it finer than I have it chopped. I just prefer it this way. And we're going to make uh, a really fun chicken salad. So I'm going to save part of this chicken salad for, I'm going to make some chicken Alfredo for Papa for when he gets back uh, from what he's doing. All right, so, and you can break this up however you want to do it. I just kind of chopped it into bigger pieces. I plan on eating this with lettuce or like a lettuce boat or a cucumber type boat. So now I like just about everything in my chicken salad. So this is not a chicken salad that I have a specific recipe for. So I have two smaller apples, and I'm just going to cut those up. So I have these two smaller apples, and I'm just going to cut them up, dice them up pretty fine. Now I like just about everything in my chicken salad, but my granddaughter's here this weekend, and I know that she doesn't care for like onions and like chunks of onions. So we will be using some powders and things like that. So I want these relatively small. I'm going to put these are Gala apples, and I'm going to put two of them in there. And these are our smaller apples. We're also going to be making a ham spread in a little while, and some of that will be done with the food processor, but of course everything's been washed and ready to go. I'll try to get all that done before I start filming. I really think it's only going to take 1.5 of these apples. So, I'm just going to stir this around. And I'm going to save these for later. I'll snack on those. Now I have some grapes here. And I've heard all kinds of ways to keep your grapes fresher. And leave them on the stem, take them off the stem. I've heard every one of them. I really think taking them off the stem is more convenient, but I don't know that I find that it really helps keep them fresh longer. Well, so we're just going to quarter these. That one I cut in 6. That's okay. The smaller ones I'll just leave in halves. Now I do know there's a trick where you can lay your grapes between 2 plates and cut them, and they'll cut them and it'll, just cut them really nice in half. There's all kinds of tricks. Just like there's all kinds of ways to make chicken salad or ham spread or any of the things that we're making here today. There's different techniques, there's different ways, there's different recipes. As a matter of fact, I was looking at some videos earlier, and I don't know, I probably watched 4 or 5. Every one of them was different. So as I said, I like a lot of ingredients in mine. And this is going to be a ranch bacon chicken salad. And I'm going to be using some Greek yogurt and some mayonnaise. I've got some little peppers here, and I'm going to dice these up. These are supposed to be sweet, but they're smelling a little warm. I don't think they're warm. I think these are sweet peppers. I love these. These make a great way to dip your ham salad or your chicken salad. Way to serve it instead of using chips if you don't want to use chips. The main thing that I'm going to try to cut back on is sugar, just for a couple of weeks and see if I start feeling better. The sugar and breads and that sort of thing. And I like to use different colors because I think it makes it pretty. Now, a lot of the, when we get to going on the ham salad, you're going to see that it's ham that I have canned from a ham I had left over for Christmas or Thanksgiving or something. I love the combination of the different flavors, profiles, and chicken salad. Okay. Then I'm going to take a carrot and just grate that right up in here. The next thing I want to do is I have, let's see, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm going to put probably 4 eggs in this and put 4 in the ham salad. And I want these pretty well diced. All right, so we're going to add these eggs into my big bowl here. And I have some bacon that we cooked up together. I'm going to add that in. And I'm going to add some broccoli. I love broccoli, but my granddaughter really likes it, so I'm going to add that in for her, just in case she wants some of this. I've got a pot on the stove back there, and it is for the chicken Alfredo that I'm going to be making for Papa when he gets back. It was quite stormy here in North Alabama last night. Could have done without that. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of dill relish in this and just a little bit of sweet relish. This is homemade sweet relish. That might have been dill relish too. I don't know. And then over here, I have a little pepper. I'm going to put just a little bit of that. I have my ranch seasoning. I'm going to add that. I have some onion powder. I'm saving part of that for the ham spread, and a little bit of garlic powder. And the amount of mayonnaise that you need is going to depend on how much contents you have in your bowl. So it's kind of hard to do a written recipe on something like this when because you don't know how much you're actually doing. So we're going to start out with 2 good size tablespoons overflowing. We're going to get that stirred together. And if I think it needs more, then I'll put a little bit of Greek yogurt in it to mellow out the mayonnaise. If you don't like Greek yogurt, don't use it. Just use mayonnaise. You can use whatever you and your family like. Apple overboard. This is looking really nice. I think it's going to need some salt. I'm going to put about a teaspoon in there. And get that stirred around. This would be delicious on a croissant. This would be great on just bread. I'm going to be using it with, I'm going to be using it on lettuce. I'm going to put just a little bit of this spicy brown mustard, not much. When I make chicken salad, I hardly ever make it the same way twice. I just put what I have and we go with that. Okay, so we have tried the chicken salad and I'm going to give it one more try, make sure, because I added some salt to it. Okay, for me, it's just I'm going to put just a tad bit of this um, Greek yogurt in there, maybe a fourth of a cup, not much. And that's going to be great. I think this is going to make this really wonderful. And it's going to give me lunches, meals. All right. Now I'm going to add, this is about a half a cup of chopped pecans, depending on where you're from. Here in the South, we say pecans. Neither's right or wrong. All right. That looks fantastic. All right, so let's get a taste of this after we put the yogurt in it. Mmm. It takes a while for all of those flavors to come together. And it's delicious. It would be fantastic for a sandwich. It would be fantastic just to do what I'm going to do with it. Some of these will be, I will use it for meals. I will use it for snacks. And it's absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to get this put in my bowl with my lid. Now remember, you can make this any way that your heart desires. I like it with a lot of different flavors and textures and all that, and some people don't, and that's okay. It's however you like it. I don't know if all this is going to fit in this bowl. One recipe down, and we got a couple more to go. So I'm going to put the lid on this, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and it'll be waiting for lunch. Well, all right. Now, we have, what I'm going to use to make the ham spread is, I had some leftover ham from one of the holidays. I don't remember which one. But I sliced it up. It was a spiral ham, I think, and we sliced it up and we canned it. And so I have 2 jars of that. Now, everybody knows what this is. This is it's made to go in your sink, but I keep one of these just for food, and it makes it really handy because I don't want to, I'm not going to save this broth. I could, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to put this in my food processor. I'm dripping. I'm dripping. Making a mess. All right. And that really smells so good. Just the ham. I canned this up. When I canned the ham, I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do with it. I kind of thought I would just use it in like dried beans and that sort of thing. But then I thought today, I bet this would be good. So we're going to try this and see if it's good. Now I'm going to also add uh, those sweet peppers. And because I want them to get kind of down at the bottom, I'm going to move my ham around. And we're going to blend this pretty fine. You don't want it to a mush, you know. You don't want it mushy, but you do want it spreadable. This is more of a spread than like a salad, but you can also use it as a salad. I also have some grated carrot. And I have 3, I'm going to pour this juice off, and I'm just going to give these a dice. These are sweet little gherkin pickles. I'm going to put those in there. And I'm also going to put a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, and some black pepper. And then when it gets done, we'll add the cheese. And this is going to be loud. So sorry. So I'm just going to pulse this. And we'll see how long. It shouldn't take very long. Now I have my bowl. Let me get it where you can see it. And we're going to see how this looks. That looks really good. It tends to come out a little dry, but that's good. That's what you want. So I am going to taste this just because I want to see if the ham is salty and see if I need to add a little salt. I think it needs just a little bit, maybe a half teaspoon. And then we're going to add, we're measuring by our heart today. We'll start out with what looks like a half a cup. Again, it's hard to give exact measurements because I don't know how much ham you have. I could measure this out and give you an exact recipe. But this is more how I cook than with exact recipes. So I think that needs a little more. We're going to put about another half cup in there. And I think it's got enough mayonnaise. I am going to put that just a little bit in there. I'm going to add some spicy brown mustard. Give that a good shake. That's getting there. We still have eggs. I still have 4 eggs to put in, and I still have about a cup of cheese to put in. I am going to add just a little bit of this yogurt. One reason I'm using a little bit of the yogurt is because I think the flavor profile will be better with it in it. But also, um, I don't eat a lot of yogurt. I eat some, and um, so this is just some I had, and I'm trying to use it up. It's the theme of the year, right? Let's use up what we have. Now I want these very finely diced up. I'm adding the eggs because I'm looking for a little more protein, and I'm looking for the protein to help keep me satisfied, hopefully not eating so much sugar. I've just been having a lot of pain lately, so this was something my doctor suggested a long time ago, to get off the sugar, get off all the artificial sugars, which is hard to do, right? But do what you can. Try to give yourself grace and help yourself. I think I'm only going to need 3 of these, and I will just put the other one in with this, and it can be part of a snack. We may have to add some more mayonnaise, adding this amount of eggs. If we do, that'll be all right. All right. And I also have about a cup of shredded sharp cheese. I'm going to add that to this. And I can already see I'm probably going to add a little more mayonnaise. Something I like to do at the holiday season is when they put hams and turkeys and things like that on sale around Thanksgiving and Christmas, I like to go ahead and pick up an extra one. And then that way I have it in my freezer and I get it at a good price. And of course I can the leftovers, and that's helpful too. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. Let's give it a taste. I got a cucumber here. I'll scoop the seeds out. Add just a little bit of this. I think this would make a really good snack. That's very good. Mm. I like the savoriness with the cucumber. I would also like celery in this, but nobody else in my house likes celery, so if I were making this just for me, I would definitely add celery to this because that would give you some added crunch. Mm. That's going to be a perfect snack. It's going to be perfect to help me get through these next couple of weeks when I'm kind of doing a little bit of a um, sugar fast, I guess is what you call it. I'm really trying hard to make myself feel better instead of, always running to the doctor, even though I do that. And two, I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor, of course, because I happen to absolutely love my doctor. He is the sweetest thing. And we've been with him almost since the beginning of his practice. So it's wonderful to have a relationship with him the way we do, and I appreciate him so much. So. But yeah, I'll bring you back when we start the chicken Alfredo, which is going to be very simple. It's all store-bought ingredients. I'm not going to be making um, homemade Alfredo sauce on this video. I will do that on a different video. But today's kind of a lazy day, and like I said, we had storms here last night, and we were up and down several times with tornado warnings and that sort of thing. I haven't really watched to see if anything touched down uh, from those storms. If you were affected by those storms, just know that Nana's praying for you, and I love you. I'm very proud of you, and yeah, so okay. So I just got a text from Papa that he's on his way back. So I put the noodles in the water. They need to cook for 12 minutes. Now, this is not going to be a homemade recipe. This is going to be Nana is tired and we're going to put something together with some help from the store. So I think that's fine. We have two homemade recipes, and then we have one that is from the store. So I think it's going to be just fine like that. Okay, so we're going to use just regular fettuccine pasta, and I'm just going to use some ragu roasted garlic Parmesan sauce. Now, I could totally make that myself. We will do that on another video, I promise. I would like to do Alfredo sauce and marinara sauce on a video and make uh, some lasagna, and it's really good when you put them together like that. So, but for today, we're going to do this. So I hope your day has been going well. It's kind of gloomy here in North Alabama. Uh, we've had a lot of rain recently, and it is getting that time where we have stormy weather. Um, Typically in the spring, uh, coming in from winter into spring, we typically have some stormy weather. So we just have to pray that it'll, uh, not be that way this year. Hopefully it won't be. You at? Tell me where you are in the comments. Um, like what state do you live in? Tell me in the comments what state you live in. We are in zone 7B for growing. So it's another 2 to 3 weeks before we'll be starting seeds for the garden. And if you would like, I'll bring you along for some of that as well as our cooking videos. So, all right, we're ready to put this chicken Alfredo together. So let's get this off the stove. Our noodles are done. And we're just going to leave this in the pot. I'm going to add my chicken. My chicken is cold. I'm going to go ahead and add that and get that stirred around so that the chicken it'll warm up. I had a partial jar of Alfredo sauce, so we're going to use what's left of that. And then we're going to use a whole jar. I love to cook homemade everything, you know, but there's a lot of times when this is what we do because it makes life easier. So sometimes you have to take some shortcuts from the store. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you will give us a thumbs up and like and subscribe and do all the things. Know that Nana loves you. Nana's so very proud of you. And know that you always have a friend here. See you on the next one.